Oh, guys, do you see that cover? Look at my son. Look at Norman. That last panel is so boss. Look at him. My son, Norman, going full light Yagami in this chapter saying, I have to save them. I have to save everybody. Emma, Cicero, Barbara, everybody. I'm going to save them no matter the cost, no matter what it takes, whether I become God or devil. Man, I love Norman. Chapter 129, Promised Neverland. Oh, that just sent chills. That just sent chills up my arms, ladies and gentlemen, because that was so good. Ever since Norman sacrificed himself to be shipped off way back in the first arc, He's been doing what benefits everybody. He's been doing what he felt is the good for everybody, and he feels that he's the only person that can make this right. He is putting the burden on his back, on his shoulders, to usher in the world. And, you know, for a very long time, you know, people have been calling this series, you know, like the new Death Note. We're getting things like this. It's hard to argue against Norman and what he wants to do. And after reading this chapter, I've already apologized. I apologize again. I'm 100% on Team Norman right now because it is hard to argue against a character this good. Wow, I mean, this chapter is just amazing. And we're finally getting a look at how things are on Norman's side and the plight that he has to go through with this crew that he has, because the experimentation that the human has done on these children, you know, on Cicero, on Vincent, on Barbara, of course on Zazie too as well, is changing them, is mutating them. They're running out of time because they're losing their sense of self. They're losing their being. They need to find something to take these demons out. And you know, Norman has made a promise that he's going to make it right for these people too. And I just like how it was focused on their side of things. Like, we even got Cicero, you know, he pointed out, you know, I met Emma, I met Ray. They're good kids. They're great kids. I know these are your people, but I need to know, Norman, are you on our side or are you on theirs? You're still the same boss. You're still the same person who wants these demons dead and want these demons eradicated. You're not going to change. Your friends are here, right? And that's a valid question for Cicero to ask. And Norman is with the shits. Norman is like, I mean, and we didn't get to touch base here last week. So, you know, basically the only thing that happened last week, and that's why I really didn't cover it, was that Norman's going to go ahead with this plan because he feels so strongly, he has a belief, he has this complex now that only he can save the world. And he was like, no, we're not going to abandon the plan. That's basically what like we looked at last week. He sat there with Ray and Emma and he said, I'm still going to do what I need to do. So if you guys want to go do this 7 walls thing, you want to go try to find Musica, you want to go try to find peace, go ahead and do it. And if you come back to me alive and you have a better plan, I will consider it, but I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. And we see now that he has his promise to help the people that came from Lambda to get that out of them. And oh man, I just love this series. The anime ended on a great note. It ended exactly where I wanted it to end, and now we get a chapter like this, which is solidifying why Norman is my favorite character in the entire series. Norman has his own plight, and that's the biggest thing about this chapter, is that we're seeing slowly, we're seeing what Norman went through, we're seeing how he grew, we're seeing how he got to where he was. And I can't say it enough, it's hard not to argue against them. I mean, when Barbara was breaking down and, you know, they had to give her those pills, you know, she's looking like, how can someone be so inhumane? I mean, I know they're not human, but how can they do this to people? Look what they did. They don't care about us. We're nothing but experiments. We're nothing but food to them. Why should we care? And we've seen the lengths that Cicero will go through. I mean, this kid straight up gets so woody just thinking about killing demons. And, you know, Norman's like, you're right. Yeah, they do deserve to die. They do deserve to burn in hell. And this is the only way that we're going to have this world free for these kids, because now we're to the point where Norman can shape this world to what he wants it to be. He can mold it, he can shape it. Again, whether he says it makes him a god or a devil, it's on me to do it. When it all said and done, I'm going to be one that's standing on top. Even with the whole thing with Musica, I like how Vincent pointed out that, you know, this could be a good thing, but, you know, it could be a bad thing too. I think it's more bad than good in this. We need to get her out of here. And Norman's like, you know what? I agree. And what the hell was that big monster back there? And we're also getting more insight on what Norman was going through as well, because, you know, they're storming the Lambda, they're storming all these places that they're destroying for the demons, trying to find research, trying to find a cure, trying to find that one thing that they need to stop the demons, because I think he's out there searching for, or he has some type of information that's going to take these things out in waves. That has to be his plan. And now we also know that he's working on a time limit because he is at risk of losing yet another family who he's been with the Lambda kids for how long now? Now he cares about them just as much as he cares about the people from Gracefield. Norman just growing. Even if it's growing to the point, I mean, he can still potentially be a villain. It's that whole Joker cliche thing where you know, die long enough to see yourself become a villain. It still has tendencies for things to go wrong, and when he does have this conflict with Emma, it is absolutely going to tear me apart. If they can't come to an agreement, they have to come to blows, and you know, Norman goes to the point where he's gonna have to be killed to be stopped. I hope it doesn't get to that. I hope this doesn't have, I really do want Promised Neverland to have a very nice ending. I don't want it to be bittersweet. I want this to come to some type of conclusion. I would absolutely, I know it's going to go this way, and I know a lot of people are going to be upset if Emma gets her way, but it is still Shonen Jump. It could still end up happy. I mean, we could get a bittersweet ending like Death Note. We don't know, but I hope that all three of the kids at the very least make it through. But also with this path that Norman's on right now, it ain't looking too nice. So that's really all I gotta say for this chapter this week. I mean, as big as this chapter was, this is probably my shortest video to date. Of course, I always say that, and I look at it, and I still end up talking to you guys for 10 minutes. But anyway, Norman just ascending chapter after chapter after chapter and making a statement that he is going to be in the books as one of the best shonen characters, at least for me. I don't know how you guys felt, but just by seeing that last panel gave me chills. So gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. And yeah, just in case you didn't know, season 2 was announced for Promised Neverland right off the bat. We got the announcement for season 2 before the episode even started, coming in 2020. So we got more of that greatness. I hope we get 24 episodes this time, because I think it's gonna need 24 episodes, you know, to get through the entire, you know, forest part and to get to Goldie Pond with Yugo and all of that good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get by here. You know the rest. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's not shortage of content for you to indulge on this channel. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now. Just chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. I kind of feel bad because it really was just a Norman hype video, but at the same time, it's a lot there. So anyway, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.
You